Cinco de Mayo! Happy Sunday afternoon. It's Judy here from Sneed's Farmhouse. Let's go out here to the farm and see what's going on a Sunday afternoon. You know, around Sneed's Farmhouse, we've been having babies born left and right. Cinco was born, and then in January, Tater Bug was born. We've had baby chicks born. We've had baby rabbits born. So let's go show you what's going to be born next. So I'm headed to the chicken coop, because we have someone sitting on eggs in here, and I must show you who it is. Okay, I'm in the chicken coop. And over here, we have a duck and a chicken sitting on duck eggs. So I don't have the heart to tell her that I don't think the duck needs any help, but maybe she does need help. Maybe it's gonna take a chicken and a duck to hatch these duck eggs. So anytime I have a chicken or a duck sitting on eggs, I'll see how she's mean. I always take the eggs and I begin to candle them at night to make sure that the ducks are growing properly and that one of them doesn't get rotten and bust, because that's a disaster when that happens. Let's count how many eggs she has under her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she has 5 eggs under her. Watch her and let's see. It's so cool how you see how she has this all these duck feathers that she's pulled out to keep her nest all nice and snug. So so this is the thing that I'm a little concerned about, is because I have 2 male ducks. One is a Muscovy duck and one is a Pekin duck. Okay, if you don't know, it takes 28 days for a Pekin duck to hatch, but it takes 35 days for a Muscovy duck to hatch. So I'm not really sure, because I have 2 boys out here with Muscovies. I'm not sure if they're going to hatch on day 28 or day 25, so it is going to be a little bit of a mystery. But I have put on my calendar to check at 28 days, so we should have baby ducklings soon. All right, we're going to go over here to the rescue unit. Let's give you an update on what's going on with these rescue ducks. My turkey's over here gobbling. We're going to go in here and I'm going to show you how everyone's doing and recovering. So this is Wallace that's missing the beak. You see the front beak's missing. This is the new rescue. This is Dee, Woody. This is Chirps and Quacky Jacky. And this is Penny Lane. They're all doing wonderful. I have taken most of the chickens out of here because this coop was built for duck rescue. So I've got the chickens. There's just 2 chickens that are growing out that are right there. But for the most part, all the chickens out here are gone, and this is just going to be a complete duck rescue. So I have plenty of room for other rescues. I am going to have to find some homes for a couple of them, because I just don't have the room to have too many ducks around here, because we just have a small pond area. But all these rescues in here can't free range right now, so it begins to be a little bit difficult. But as of right now, you see how big this rescue unit is pretty big. So 5 ducks is fine for being in there right now, but ducks have a tendency to be very messy. So I have to do a lot of cleanup daily in this coop, but it's worth it. So over here in this coop is where that turkey was that I put the chicks and the turkeys under her to see if she would be a mom. So let's go check on them. You know what I find so beautiful? I find it so beautiful that this mama turkey is taking care of babies that are not even turkeys. Like, she wants to be a mom so bad that she doesn't care what they look like. You know, she doesn't care if they're not her kind. She's like, you just let me be a mother and I will mother them the way I should. And she is a perfect mother to these 3 chickens. So next up, you know, I had a baby goat that was born last Saturday. So it's a week and a day old. So let's go check on him. Is that not so sweet? We have to update you on Cinco, but I'll wait for that at the end. So this is the hayloft, and what's happening is she is going, not she, I'm sorry, he is going up under this hayloft to hide. So I have to fetch him out of there every night, but I guess he just feels safe there. It's really hot today here in Alabama. I guess the goats are gonna sit out here in the sun. Bobby Joe, are you hot, baby boy? Won't you get up out of the sun? But update on Leroy with the baby. He's doing fantastic. He adjusted well. I gave him a couple of days of the mom and baby in the barn to bond, and Leroy caught on the baby belongs here, so he has done absolutely wonderful with Cap. Oh, Cap is short for cappuccino. The baby boy is going to Head Family Farm, and they named the baby boy Cappuccino, and they're going to be calling him Cap. Okay, we're going to sneak up under this hay. Rogie! We're going to sneak up under this hay and see if we can see the baby. You see that right there? Hang on. There's the baby. Cappuccino! Are you just comfortable under there, huh? Are you okay? You just want to stay under there? Hmm? You just want to stay under there? So I have to fetch him out of here every night. You know what's so funny is every single baby goat that is born here does that. They all get up under there. I guess they feel safe under there. So, I am seriously allergic to hay, and so every time I have to go fetch one of those baby goats, like, I can feel my throat closing up. I'm like, oh, I cannot breathe from this hay. Oh, it's such a pain. I wish they wouldn't do that. Okay, the next baby up is Tater Bug. You know, he got his new haircut you saw in the last video. If you haven't watched the last video, you should, because he is precious. So let's go check him out. Hey, Tay. Hey, Tater Bug. Hey, Tater Bug. Hey, baby. There's a baby. There's a baby. He's so good. He's so cute with his little haircut. I know he feels better and he's so much cooler because he had a lot of fiber on him. Hey, baby. You see how friendly he is? It's so different when a baby's born here because they're exposed to so many people that they're so friendly. And Mama and Dad are sort of coming around with Tater being so friendly. So that's been a positive thing. And I do feel like she is pregnant. You know, I bred her 2 videos ago. And if you haven't seen that video, you should go see the boy that I bred her with. Oh, he's so beautiful. So they're doing really well. I do find it odd that Tate is over 6 months old and is still nursing off Mom. Some alpacas do that. They'll nurse for a long period of time. But you know, if Mom doesn't mind, I don't mind. Tate has not started eating grain yet. He is eating the heck out of some hay. He loves his hay, so he's getting plenty of food other than milk. And he is not nursing quite as much as he was. So that is starting to fade a little bit. And I think that will be great since she's pregnant and she needs to provide nutrition for that baby. Cinco officially knows her name. She knows her name, Cinco. When I call her, she looks up. Oh, look at her. She's in here. Hang on. Hey, baby. Getting some milk from her mommy. Yeah, she getting some milk from her mommy. Oh, it's so sweet. So sweet. She is super, super tame. This is probably unheard of, but Cinco, at a month old, was letting babies lay on her for pictures on Saturday. And I just was amazed that she didn't move. She literally sat there and let those kids just babies lay across her and not move. Of course, the mama was right there beside them. There's an old boyfriend fixing to go into the barn. If you hear that hollering, that's Dottie yelling for her baby to come out from the hay. And Cappuccino is a little stubborn, and he's like, it is too hot out here. I am not coming out to you. The babies. It's so cool to watch. Watch this. You hear her? Can you hear Cinco? Not Cinco. Cappuccino. She calls out, and then the baby calls out. So like they're talking to each other. And it's such a cool thing. Let's see if the baby comes out. She's like, get your tail over here. Let's go see. What is it? There's your baby. She called her baby out to come get some milk. And Cappuccino listened. Isn't that wonderful? Look how beautiful this baby boy is. Oh my goodness, he's so beautiful. I'm so proud of him. Old Dexter, on the other hand, has been a little frustrated with me. He cannot stand to be sprayed. And flies right now are horrible. So I have to spray him every day, and he is not liking it. And he gets to the point where he will stop eating if I spray him. I mean, that's how much he hates to be sprayed. So I'm on the lookout for maybe a rub that I can put on him. But see, let me show you this over here. He has a rub that he rubs on for his back, but that doesn't treat his legs. And the flies are terrible about getting on his legs. But we have this that is filled with medication that we hang up, and he rubs up on it to get the flies off his back area. And it works fantastic. But again, it doesn't work for his legs. So I'm trying to find a remedy to treat his legs where I don't have to spray him every single day. And I have talked with several people, and I'm on the lookout for some good, not spray, but rub for cattle. So it's getting that time of year here in Alabama where it's scorching hot. So my animal safety is number one. The great thing about Sneed's Farmhouse is we have, a butterfly just hit me in the head. We have a ton of shade. We have a ton of shade. So the animals are able to get in the shade and relax and just not be out in the hot. We have a lot of trees in our farm area, so it can provide shade for them because, you know, these are wool, right? And they're going to get really hot during the summer if they are not able to get in the shade. As you see, Mama brought her baby over here to the shade. So it's so sweet. And she's over here with Johnny and Hound Dog, and they're all relaxing. And oh, look at that. Cappuccino, what are you doing? Oh, he's so cute. Babies are so much fun. So the great news about Cinco is learning to be a petting zoo cow. She is learning to be around tons of kids, and she's learning people, strangers petting her, and she's learning how to sit still when kids want to lay on her. Like, she's learning all those valuable skills to be a good cow. And here she is right here. Gosh, the flies are so bad this time of year. Hey, Cinco. Hey, baby girl. Hey, baby girl. Hey. Isn't she just perfect? I mean, just. Dee Dee, you did such a good job. Cinco is doing great. Do you know you got a baby that's a month old? Cinco, tomorrow's your month-old birthday. Good day, Cinco. Have a good day, Dee Dee. So I have to tell you guys what I did. You're gonna laugh. I ordered 22 new chickens. Yeah, I'm crazy. You know, I lost a couple of chickens this week due to a predator. And the ones that I lost were millefleur declays. And they're these little bitty chickens with feathered feet. And they're some of my favorite chickens. So I went ahead and ordered from a hatchery, and I ordered 22. That way I would be insured to have enough females to go in my flock. So I'm supposed to get those. They're supposed to be shipped on the 6th, which is, I think, Tuesday. So I should have some new baby chicks soon that I'm super excited about. Another slight problem I'm having, and I can't quite decide how to tell Garth that we need to buy new fencing, but this is what's happening. So the fencing that we have now is, let me show you. It's fencing that baby chicks and baby chickens can get through. You see, it's this fencing. And I don't know how to break it to him that we need smaller fencing. So right now, let me show you what's happening. As I walk over here to show you what's happening, fencing is so expensive. It is so expensive. And when we bought this fencing, we thought it was fine. And it is fine for chickens. Grown chickens, it's not fine for grow outs and babies because they go straight through the fencing right here. So Miss Judy is going to have to save up her money and get fencing for her babies because this fencing is not working. So the next holiday, what is the next holiday? Let's see, it's June. Should I say July? For July 4th, Shane, I want fencing. I don't think he'll go for that. Okay, but what's happening? I'm sneaking over here. Let me show you. Here's where my chickens are. This is all woods back here. And as you see, Mom's taking her babies to the wood line. See? This is not good. This is not good. She is not a very smart mom. So the good thing about my farm is there's people out here all the time. So predators don't usually come out during the day. But if this mama is taking the babies into these woods, that's like a darn death sentence. So several times a day, I began to walk out here just to distract any kind of predator that would want to come up and kill a chicken, you know what I'm saying? Like, I walk into the woods. So like right now, I'm gonna walk into the woods and distract the mother back to the chicken area. Come on. Come on, you need to go back. Come on, you take those babies back home. Girl, you're not being a good mama. You take those babies back home. Go on. You take them to get food and water. Go on. See, she took them through the fence. See them? You take those babies home. There she goes. Good mommy. That's a good mommy. You think she understands? Probably not. So this weekend, Garth went. We have a cabin down in Georgiana, which is 3 hours from here, and that's where my husband does all his hunting. And he has, I don't know, 600 acres he hunts on. Hunting is very important to my husband. That's where he does all his downtime. He comes back a nicer man after he goes hunting, so I don't mind him going. So this morning he just got home, and of course, you know, he's going straight to work. So I hear him up here banging. So let's go see what he's doing. So here's his shop he's building. It's really nice. And as you see, he's beginning to put up the back wall. So this is what Garth's doing. He has, you know, I showed you guys that he had finished this area where his, I guess, living quarters is going to be. I'm not really sure what's going on. But now he's putting up the back wall. This is why you don't see him in my videos, is because you see him working 24/7 and putting up this back wall. And then you see all this wood. This is what he sawed with his lumber mill. Next up is he's got to put up the front wall. He's so loud, isn't he? And then over here, he's got to put up the other lean-to on the other side of the building. So that's coming after he gets the front walls up. And I can't wait to show you what the barn doors are going to look like. I guess I should say shop doors. It's not a barn, but it's going to be so beautiful. Over here, we'll have the same lean-to like that side, but we got to bring in more dirt and fill all that in. And I'm going to take you to show you what my plans are with the inside of his old shop. So this is what it looks like now. Ugly. It is ugly, you have to admit. It's not girly. So my plans are to put on these roll-up doors, barn style looking doors. And then I'm going to paint it. Not sure what color yet, but I'm going to paint it where it's not an eyesore. And I'm going to have some kind of Sneed's Farmhouse something on it, but I don't want it to look, you know, like kitty, and I don't want it to, you know, this is my house area. So I don't want it to, you know, look kind of, I want it to be professional looking. Let's just put it like that. So, yeah, Garth, this is Garth's, one of Garth's cars. So this is what it looks like now. A freaking mess. A complete train wreck. A complete boy mess. This is what I'm thinking. Y'all tell me what you think. But you know I do performances, right? So when field trips come or tours come, I do a performance. So I'm thinking, you know, feel like the New York have a stage right here with disco lights, a disco ball up here. So like when the field trip comes in and I begin to do the performance, I can have a disco light on and, you know, lights spinning. Like that's what I envision. And with the stage, with me, with a microphone, and I just envision like me living out my dream here in Coleman and doing a performance, like not like I'm on Broadway, but sort of like I'm a Broadway wannabe. And then of course we're gonna have to insulate all of this because my rabbits will live in here. So there's gonna be heat and air in here. So I'm gonna have baby chicks in here. I'm gonna be able to do incubation projects in here. I'm gonna be doing all kinds of education, maybe education on shearing or trimming nails or grooming rabbits or stuff like that. I plan to bring the public in and be able to teach those things right here on my farm. Now, that is a bit different about what I teach now because more of what I teach now is soft skills. And I do plan on continuing to teach soft skills in this education center because I feel like that is the main focus of my farm because farms don't teach that. Schools don't teach that. Someone needs to step up and teach our population, our community, people that follow me, soft skills. Because without soft skills, you can't make it in this world happy. I was thinking in this corner about a gift shop. Like it's just a small gift shop, but people always want to buy gifts here. So I'm thinking right here would be perfect for a little gift shop. It's hard to visualize this with all this stuff. But right here, I want to put I guess you call it a brag wall. Like, I want to I have all framed when I was on the cover of a magazine, and I've been in the newspaper and on TV and all that stuff. It's going to be kind of like my accomplishment wall. So I want to show kids that if you try something new, you'll never know what happens, because where I never knew that having a farm would be my passion, nor what God would want for my life, I tried something new and miracles happened. And I want to show the kids the display, because I want to show them how far I've come just by trusting in God. And also trying new things. I encourage kids to try new things. A lot of kids that come to my farm are scared to touch a chicken, more or less a pig. And I look at them and I hold their hand and I said, today I want you to try something new. I want you to get out of your comfort zone and try something new, and I want you to trust your Aunt Judy. So I began to show them how to pick up a chicken, or not to be scared of a pig. You know, those things I like to instill in kids, and not just kids, but adults. All right, guys. So there's the tutorial of all my babies and the updates of all my animals. Cinco is a rock star. Cinco is killing it. Cinco is the main attraction around here. As a matter of fact, a couple came yesterday and drove an hour to meet Cinco in person. And so Cinco is a hit. She is precious, and she is learning more and more each day here at Sneed's Farmhouse. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that if you haven't subscribed to my channel that you will. And I hope that today, on this beautiful Sunday afternoon, that if you're sitting at home, you know, it takes 1 second to pick up a phone call and tell someone that you love them and that you're thinking of them. And today, that I hope when you get that opportunity that you'll dance and do it. See you next time.
All those little moments, the best you did.